I think what a lot of us forget with LinkedIn is we are on display all the time when we're on LinkedIn. You're interviewing essentially, even though you don't know it, all the time because you're forming impressions and people are picking up something about you or not. If they are, you're probably hearing from recruiters and stakeholders. If they're not contacting you, something is probably amiss there. So, Stacy, let's talk a bit about how one could leverage their presence on LinkedIn more effectively as part of their job searching strategy.
Well, first up is your profile, even before your activity. Now, what is listed under your name determines if you're coming up in anybody's search. And there's a science to that. And most people don't know it. When I looked at a LinkedIn profile, I know immediately somebody's not getting any calls because they're not positioned in a way where a recruiter's even going to find you. And if they find you, you don't want to be number 500 in the search. You want to be in the first 50 of their search so they get to you. So, what is written under your name is absolutely critical. And there is a science to that. And there is a special way to write that just to make sure people are finding you. Then, of course, there's your picture and what else you have up there that's important. Um, and the jobs have to be compelling. If you're just writing the name of the company and what the company does, why will somebody call you? So it's got to be created in a certain way to generate interest. Number one, your profile. Then I think what Tony you're referring to, am I active? Do I post things? Do I respond to things? Do I comment? Yes. But be very careful about it. I see people complaining about things online or how hard it is to find a job. Well, why am I going to reach out to you if you're complaining on LinkedIn about how hard it is to find a job? So be cognizant of what you put out there and the comments you're making, because prospective employers are going to see that. Do you want to be known as a subject matter expert and have some thought processes? Absolutely. Or post interesting things or respond. You want to build your network. If somebody's posting something interesting in your field, comment on their post and respond and add some value to it. You never know where that's going to lead or who else is going to see that. Um, so be active, but more importantly, even than your activity, you can have great activity. And if you have a crappy LinkedIn profile, they're not going to reach out to you. And if you're not coming up in their searches, they're never going to know you anyway.
Mhm.
So it is not one piece to this. Um, and that's why it's critical when you're looking at your level that you have all the right pieces in place to up your chances of getting found. And then somebody reaches out to you, and then you could separate yourself from the other folks.